Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day, wherever you are, all over the diaspora, wherever you are. My name is Bongi Gladness, and we are a panel discussion of Afro politics, and we are going to be talking about power generation. Power generation in Africa. As you all know, that power is a problem. But right now, we are having about three generals and three, I can call them generals because they are my elders. We are having them here in Clevenard TV in diaspora. We're going to be talking power with them. And Clevenard TV is a TV, which is an online TV station that is created to bring Africans together home in diaspora to celebrate and appreciate their achievements. But right now, I'm just gonna greet my elders right here, my honorables. Hi, Silas, how are you? I'm gonna start with you, Mr. Akinlabi. Can you please introduce yourself?
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning and good day. My name is Ambassador Makinde Akinlabi, a member of Working Committee for Diaspora under the of His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar in PDP in Nigeria. You are welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome, sir. And can we talk to you, Ambassador Dr. Odiani? Just please introduce yourself.
My name is I not seen it.
Yes, we are ready. We are ready for you.
Yeah, my name is Ambassador Dr. Odion Cedric Opewolo, the former founder and former national chairman of Grassroots Development Party of Nigeria, and a chieftain in SDP, Social Democratic Party of Nigeria.
Thank you. And then you, sir, if you can introduce yourself, please.
Thank you very much. My name is Reverend Apostle Komambawa. I'm the leader of United Reform Democratic Party in Sierra Leone, the next president to be by the special grace of God in Sierra Leone, and the candidate
Thank you so much.
for 2023 presidential,
Yes.
for 2023 presidential
All
candidate.
right. Wow, that's great. I'm so honored. I'm so honored, and I'm grateful to be having you right here on Clevenard TV in diaspora. We are going to be talking power. Here in South Africa, we call it electricity. So we want to know about the generation of power in Africa. I believe you guys have something to tell us, and the people out there, they are just waiting. They can't wait to be hearing from you with your different opinions and different views about the power. I'm going to start by asking a question about power. How much power? How many countries in Africa who doesn't have power? Or maybe how much power is needed in Africa? Can you answer me there, Ambassador Odian? How much power is needed exactly?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be with you again. Yeah. So talking about power in Africa.
Yes.
There's power in everywhere, but we need more power to be stable.
Okay.
Right? And because of the bad leaders we have been having in Africa since the inception, that is why power will not be stable.
Mm-hmm.
Power, to get power, having lived in the UK for several years, I discovered that power, a local government can generate its own power. A state can generate its own power. Federal government can generate its own power. But at the end of the day, because of the bad leaders, they are jettisoning the people that are actually trying to bring power into the nation.
Okay.
In 2000, I could remember some years ago, the only African country that I can boast of that they have stable light, stable power is Ghana.
Okay.
Some years ago, the Ghanaian government, they celebrated 25 years no light seizure. So that's the only country in Africa that I can boast that they have good government and they have power. Thank you.
Okay. What can you say, Ambassador, about that, Akin Labi?
Well, we appreciate God, but we have, let me start to comment you first, because without power, I don't think that you can develop an economy. So appreciate you as you want Africa to be great, economy and everything, infrastructure. Well, as my brother said, that Africa needs more power. I will start from this area. In 1999, when PDP governed, I will start from Nigeria. Why am I starting from Nigeria? Is because Nigeria is Africa's largest economy. Okay. Why am I starting from Nigeria? Nigeria is the largest Africa economy, and but also has the widest energy gaps in the world. If you can recall, in some 60 years, in the 90s and above, we are the one that supply power to Ghana, to Lome. Why? Because we have planned ahead that if you have 10,000 megawatts, by the time our generation is coming up, we can still have more. So, and we are multiply everyday basis.
Okay.
The problem of Africa is that most of our leaders, former leaders, they don't have good structure, and they are not ready. You can recall that coup d'etat always happen. And then when we enter democracy, in 1999, when my boss, His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, became the former vice president, chaired the Economic Council in Nigeria. I'm just using Nigeria as a case study. What he does is he went out to see what we can do about power. He now brought some young people like we are proud in Nigeria today, and we are proud in Africa today, Dr. Mrs. Okonjo-Iweala. Somebody like El Rufai, many people like that. He brought them. But when we want to do electricity power in Nigeria, we are using 5 budget points to generate electricity. Where we have them in Africa, we are using them to generate electricity through hydro.
Okay.
We have solar. We have solar. Why? Because this sun is very useful for us in Africa. Apart from that, we have wind turbine. Have where we can use wind. At the same time, we have another one, bamboo. People have not even concerned about bamboo. We can use bamboo to generate electricity. The third one is solar energy, wind turbine, and when we have gas. So instead of our leaders to sit down, despite the fact that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has ready, because
Yes.
he was the one that started Mambilas, we have put down in Nasarawa, Nigeria. So I have already went to Nasarawa to see Akanga Dam. So if you can use these 5 types of electricity in Africa, we won't have any problem. But how are we going to implement it? That is why we need somebody like Atiku who has already been in electric sector. You understand?
Thank you so much, Ambassador. Thank you so much. We just want to move to Apostle. Apostle Mbawa, what can you tell us? What can you say about electricity?
Thank you very much. Well, when I can recall from the time of from our independence, the British left our country, Sierra Leone. I'm mentioning Sierra Leone because I can take as an example, the British were the first colony, colonized Sierra Leone. During the time, Sierra Leone was one of the main center of West Africa. The British put a lot of things in place. And since they left, today is almost 61, coming to 62 years. Sierra Leone, to get a light is a problem. Power is one of the main. Job is a problem. Corruption is the main key. Our governments, our leaders have failed the people. Power should have been the main place where the people of my country, for example, and Africa as a whole, as my brother mentioned, Ghana, because the Ghanaian leaders push connecting to the German system. The Germany went there, a lot of things. That's what we as Sierra Leoneans, as leaders from our past governments, APC and SLPP present in power, it's just corruption and it's just mismanagement. These are contribution to the sabotage of the individual staffs working in the society. These are the people. These not only one, not only government, even sabotagers are also contributing. That is the reason why we cannot have a permanent power. And since 61 years to now, my sister, I am so disappointed in my past government and the past leaders. We never have a leader. We have politicians in Sierra Leone and corrupt. And this is why I sit down, I said, no, enough is enough. This is time. 2023, I have to step in. And as a man of God, God said the people will suffer. When the righteous are enthroned, the people rejoice. I tell Sierra Leoneans, and if you're out there watching me right now, I want to tell you, this is time to stop these two political powers. They have failed the nation. And if we continue supporting them, don't call God, God, God. God is in heaven. He gives this heart to the children of men to take authority. We have to come up and take authority and stop them. APC must be stopped. It's corrupt. SLPP must be stopped. They are corrupt. Corrupt system is one of the things that destroy our society. And we need to come together, especially on the electricity. If we cannot have electricity, there'll be no job. There'll be no, nothing will work. That's why we were running to come to Europe. It's because there's 24-hour electricity. They can build. Everybody can build their own economy. Business tomorrow. Because there's electricity. But the power is not in Sierra Leone. The power is not in Africa. We need to change our mindset up. And that mind can only be changed. We, the young generation, especially my brothers, as they have spoken, I believe we can change our mind. It is not too late. It's too early. We can still change and we change something in Africa. And that is why I'm really happy to be part of this panel to discuss power. Power is one of the key. If we don't have power, I can tell you, I don't care what kind of knowledge you have, to change the economy of your country is going to be difficult.
Thank you. Yeah, indeed, we do need power. We do need electricity in Africa. It's just all over. And not that electricity can be found or electricity is not there. It's just how it is operated and how things are operated around us in Africa. And we only need a solution. But now I want to ask you, generals and honorables, that what do you think about solar energy? Why don't we resolute to solar energy instead, or think of it in that way?
Yeah, can I come in?
Ambassador Odion, or is it you, Ambassador Kin Labi, or who's gonna get it now?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Before I answer that, I will also go back to my country, Nigeria. For what Ambassador just said, Ambassador, you spoke very well. I like that you went back to 1999 when we have this new democracy. That was when the corruption started in Nigeria. You mentioned His Excellency Atiku trying to fix the power, and unfortunately, that was not true. Years ago, we were told that 16 billion naira were given out by the government of Atiku and Obasanjo for power, for electricity power. Up to today, the 16 billion naira were nowhere to be found. If you are telling me in the time of Atiku, they were trying to put in light and power in Nigeria, I think that's not true. And secondly, we understand that the Meccano, which have the highest plants in this in Nigeria here, generator, is owned by Atiku. So I want to say that the reason why we cannot get power now, because the people who are importing electricity generator into the country, they are in the helm of affair, because they are using that to make money. Because every home in Nigeria, we are running generator. We don't have lights. So if we have about 100 apartments today, every apartment must have a generator. So which is creating noise in our society. So now those people that are selling it, they are in the helm of affair. They are blocking the way of electricity into Nigeria. So I would say that area of saying that 1999 they want to do electricity, they are the first people that embezzle the money. So now, come to your question. Solar energy is a perfect way of generating electricity. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
but if you ask me, most of the people in Nigeria here, they are buying it individually. The big men, they are buying individually to create to bring power to their respective homes. Okay, but the poor people, they cannot buy. So what is the essence of using it? So there's no need to say we are going to go through. Solar energy is it's very expensive here in Nigeria. Okay, if you don't have money, you can't get it. But the government don't have plan to do that. But my own advice to the government, to the which my presidential candidate is trying to do, yeah, is that he can create lights. My presidential candidate, Adewale Adebayo, he can create light. He's already creating light through this solar energy. I believe that when he wins 2003, he will be able to give us power that we need.
Okay.
We don't need to spend money, we don't need to spend much money, but there are ways he will do it, and power will be stable in Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you. Ambassador Akinlabi, what can you say about that one?
Thank you very much. You
Yes.
see, there's a thing that they call defense mechanism.
Okay.
Defense mechanism can never clear anybody to get the truth. I work with His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. First and foremost, I will like the clarification from my brother where they embezzle the money. That's number one. You can never see my boss embezzle any money during their government. Let me come back to you, sir. In 1999, that I mentioned, what we met on ground, as my boss always says, is what we deal with. And I'm promising my incoming president in Sierra Leone, if you have a good plan for Sierra Leone, that is what we did during the Atiku Abubakar's former president. We met bad electricity on the ground, and we must find solution to it before we can get another idea. What am I saying about? The generator that this man is talking, can you prove or you have evidence where you see my boss, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, brought Mikano to Nigeria? You can never see it. That's number one. Let's go to the point. What Atiku Abubakar has in mind, he is a former vice president. He has boss. But because he led the economic team, that is why he can be able to manipulate to this sector. Now, today, they said that we don't have solar energy? Let me clear it for you. Why we don't have development in solar energy in our country? Solar energy is on grid and in the hands of the middle class, as he spoke. They demand it heavily. But let me tell you how we clear it. Because the solar that they are using is different. The solar that they are using now in Nigeria is using battery. And as I'm talking, I am the mandate and representative of Liberal Capital, which they have already signed the MOU with Nigeria, of which I believe Atiku Abubakar is going to start it. I believe that is going to be the president. I am their representative. They are coming with $100 billion to invest on solar energy, hydro, wind turbine, gas, or whatever. And if you have this electricity, what are we going to use it for? Agriculture. So they are to establish, to invest on solar energy and agriculture. What am I talking about solar energy? Solar energy that they are using battery. What we are going to use is different. And we have started in Morocco. Our chairman is made Rashid Lamar in Morocco. Second, where we are going to start by next year. So what I'm trying to say is that we can have enough energy. But when you have professionals and you monitor the project, because in the past years ago, what they did is that they fund the sector, but monitoring will never be there. At the same time, they don't. What we are having here is about the distribution, transmission. Maybe you understand me now. Transmission, distribution, and then those people that will generate the light. So 3 arms of that area need to be checked. If you generate electricity, you transmit it. That is why we are changing to mini grid now. We are not using national grid again. And we are using grid for solar. If you can manage to get how we can do the mini grid, it will work. So in Nigeria, I believe that some state will start by next year. This came through Alhaji Atiku Abubakar because there's no any problem that has no solutions. But you can never put somebody that is not reading electronics to carpenter. That's our problem. And then if people use money to get the position, Atiku Abubakar will never use that area again. He will use professionals like me. I don't know anything about solar, but they have the experts that will do solar. For example, we went to Akanga in Nasarawa State. We are the one that just went for surveying. Could you believe that they have already renewed that Akanga dam now to use the hydro? So solar energy is very perfect, but the way people are doing it, they want to get it urgently. No. Solar energy that they are using in the US is different from what we are using here. It's not using battery.
Apostle, what can you say about it with in regard to solar?
Well, I thank you very much. I believe I live in Germany before. I see the Germans. I love them. I respect them. They are credible people in the society of Europe, the Western. Solar system for Africa is one of the best we can use for the needy one, the cheaper, and it will be better for the poor, for African standard. But because of corruption, as my elder brother was saying before, if we really have a credible government, there will be nearable for every poor man in the village, cities, and in Europe here, every village is like a city. But why even our city is one of the remotest places in night is darkness? Since, let's stop blaming the Western people. Britain, France, colonialism. We are the colonialism to ourselves, tribalism, that caused disruption in our society. We have the means to change our community. We have the means to change the life of individual people. But because of our selfishness, because we think it's only me, I have to be in my palace, as my brothers, elder brother said before, get my generator, then I have to be surviving. Others are in darkness. Me and my wife, we are satisfaction. This is why we need to change. We need to change our selfish mind. We need to change and do the right thing.
Yes, yes.
We have the power that we can think, everyone included, not only about you. If I take example, my brother is my son. My son, my next Sierra Leonean brother's son is my son. That is the way we should think. If we think in that way, that everyone, you see in Europe here, I was in Germany. Germany, the Germans have a system. Everyone is a police there. They look after each other. Not because they like each other, not because they love each other, but they look after the state. And when the state is in better condition, everyone will be in the better condition. But what we are doing in Africa, tribalism, corruption, all this create all this thing. And one man want to say, I am Elijah, I am the prophet, I want to be, I have big cars, I have big house, because you want to make yourself God in the midst of your own people. That is the mentality we need to change. That is why we need a power that will be for everybody. So everybody can live in the equal life. If according to ability, you can make money and pay your bills. Solar, we can be able to provide for everybody. The way it can happen. For example, my country. Sierra Leone is a rich country. We are not poor. We don't need to come to Britain and beg. We don't need to come to Europe and beg. But because of, the Bible says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. Even their honorable men vanish. The people dry up. That is what is happening in my country. Lack of leadership. We don't have a leader. Since from 1961 to today, we never have a leader. We just have politicians, corrupt ones. We are tired of it. And some of us, we have made up our mind, especially me, I'm determined, I'm focused to bring the change from next year, 2023. And that's of God, not my power, but by the Spirit of God. It's going to happen. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough. It's going to be stormy. But I believe, even it's going to be cooked, it's going to work.
It has to be done.
By the grace of God.
Thank you so much. But right now, I'm still with you, and I'm very happy. But then, since I appreciate everything that you've said, we need to go to a short break until we come back to other questions pertaining the electricity, which is power. Right now, let's go to the short break. Thank you.
Thank you.
Clevenard in Diaspora Television is an internet online TV service. What sets us apart is a unique combination of hit African content, first and exclusive international free movies, series, musics, news, events, documentaries, tourism, teleshopping shows, youth TV programs, and live interviews. Clevenard Diaspora Television is available throughout sub-Saharan Africa and to the diaspora markets worldwide. Take your entertainment with you wherever you go. Watch on your smartphone, tablet, laptop, smart TV, depending on your device. Watch free movies with Clevenard Movies Television. Stop searching for free movies websites and watch Clevenard Movies Television. Watch your favorite African shows anywhere at any time. Don't forget to check out our top 5 TV channels created to get you informed. TV1, Clevenard in Diaspora Television. TV2, Clevenard Youth Television. TV3, Clevenard Movies Television. TV4, Clevenard Teleshopping Television. TV5, Clevenard Tourism Television. To start watching, sign up at www.clevenard.com and follow the easy steps. Once you're done, log into the Clevenard website or app on your device, click on any one of our 5 TV channels, and hit play. We will be very satisfied and happy to welcome you to our team as one of our new business partners. Contact info@clevenard.com +34 631 279811. Website www.clevenard.com. Clevenard in Diaspora Television is an internet online TV service. What sets us apart is a unique combination of hit African content, first and exclusive international free movies, series, musics, news, events, documentaries, tourism, teleshopping shows, youth TV programs, and live interviews. Clevenard Diaspora Television is available throughout sub-Saharan Africa and to the diaspora markets worldwide. Take your entertainment with you wherever you go. Watch on your smartphone, tablet, laptop, smart TV, depending on your device. Watch free movies with Clevenard Movies Television. Stop searching for free movies websites and watch Clevenard Movies Television. Watch your favorite African shows anywhere at any time. Don't forget to check out our top 5 TV channels created to get you informed. TV1, Clevenard in Diaspora Television. TV2, Clevenard Youth Television. TV3, Clevenard Movies Television. TV4, Clevenard Teleshopping Television. TV5, Clevenard Tourism Television. To start watching, sign up at www.clevenard.com and follow the easy steps. Once you're done, log into the Clevenard website or app on your device, click on any one of our 5 TV channels, and hit play. We will be very satisfied and happy to welcome you to our team as one of our new business partners. Contact info@clevenard.com +34 631 279811. Website www.clevenard.com. Clevenard in Diaspora Television is
Very good.
Welcome back. Welcome back. This is Afro Politics panel discussion. I'm still with my honorables here. We are talking generation, power generation on Clevenard TV in diaspora for the whole Africa. So it's all Africans. It's all about electricity, which is power here in Africa. And we want to know how it generates and how are we benefiting from it. And is it much or is it less? And I'm still with Ambassador Odion and also Apostle Mbawa, and I'm also with Ambassador Akinlabi. So all of them, they're here to talk about power. So ambassadors and you, Apostle, I want to understand this other one again. This is the question that I really am bringing to the 3 of you. Who really owns energy? Who really owns energy? Do we have anyone owning energy?
Yes, let me come up again.
No one, it's God that owns energy.
No. When we are talking about
energy, hello? Can I say
something? Let's hear Ambassador Akinlabi first, and we'll come to you, Ambassador Adion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You see, in Nigeria, we believe that government owns everything.
Okay.
Until they are privatizing every sector. For example, now in Nigeria, government owns it before. They are still part of the owner. They privatize it. But before you know, from their carcass, they bought it. They are still giving the people that bought the power sector, they are still giving them money. And you are paying something. That is why we don't have electricity in Nigeria. One, if you privatize a sector, they are now to go and look for their consumer, off-taker. So, but in Nigeria now, that is what we are going to do as restructuring.
Okay. Ambassador Dion, what else can you tell us about that one? Who really owns energy?
Yeah, thank you very much. Nobody owns energy. It's God that owns energy. But the people that are managing it, they are not managing it well. But my take is that the federal government here in Nigeria, they are the one that are managing the energy in my country, Nigeria, okay? And the problem they are having, they did not allow states to create their electricity and to create their power. Our local government to create their power. In the Western world, in the Western world, we don't see only one person, just only one set of government say, I own the energy. Okay? So in the UK, London, we have London electricity, we have Scottish electricity, we have Wales electricity, we have some other area, continent, county electricity. So they create it to their own level. Okay? But in this case, in Nigeria and in Africa, the government wants to take over everything, which they cannot do. That is the reason why we are not having. That's the reason why we are not having enough power supply in Nigeria. As I speak to you right now, they just took the light. They just took the light. So that is the problem we are having. We don't. People are suffering. The poor people are suffering because they cannot provide life for themselves. But there are big men. They have 24-hour generators in their house. In their houses, 24-hour generator. But for those people that cannot afford, they live.
It's a problem, yes.
And also, because due to that, no industry would like to come into Nigeria because
there's no electricity, yes. Okay, Apostle Mbawa, what can you tell us about that?
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank my elder brother, because I like always to mention, not only because I'm an apostle, but I love God. I love the word of God. The Bible said the heart is the Lord and his fullness thereof, and all that dwell therein. The heart belongs to God. Everything belongs to God, but he put us as men to be in charge. If others are in charge over their own district and countries and land, what about us in our own country? Why can we not be in charge? And why are we not in charge? We are not in charge because of corruption. We as Africans, we need to learn this. This is the problem that our forefathers and our grandfathers have failed us. The young generation, if we do not wake up now, we are going to fail our fourth generation because of this corruption, tribalism.
Sorry, I've just locked out because I told you about the light a while ago. So now
it's fine, Ambassador. It's fine. We have you back.
Energy is owned. Energy is owned, yes, by nobody, but because of corruption, it's owned by corrupt politicians. It's owned by the Western countries who have invaded our nations and put their brain in us so that we listen to them, than taking our own stand by ourselves, implementing policies that will build our nation for our people to have light. Place in Europe, America, that is where they are dominant over us. They come in the name of hate. Why? We cannot sit down with them. If we have gold, we have diamond, we have oil. If they have the knowledge of giving us electricity, come. If corruption is not in place, we can sit down and talk with them. Sir, I have gold, I have diamond, but I need knowledge. Come and build us a big electricity house. We need this. How much does it cost? How many billions? I can tell you for my country. We have Star of Sierra Leone years back. I was not born, but it was a big diamond. We have diamonds in 2015, 2016. There was a diamond that came from my district. I came from Kono, a big diamond. Under the authority of the past government, and it's Kuruma. I saw them, they took the big diamond here. They will implement it for Kono people. Nothing is done in Kono, nothing is done in the country. And they are fighting now, they want to come back to power. This is, God will not bring you back because it is not going to happen. And we are not going to sit down, some of us. We have seen the recklessness of these leaders and they think Sierra Leone is owned by them. We are all citizens of that country. And as Africans, we are all citizens. And my mission is not even about Sierra Leone, but I'm starting from Sierra Leone. Entire West Africa, we need to change our mentality. Sierra Leone, Africa is suffering. We are suffering in Europe. I travel, I was in Russia. I travel, I suffer, I saw the suffering of man. I lived in Germany for 10 years. I came to London, I'm suffering. Everywhere you go, you're suffering. Even the little cent you send in Africa, you're suffering. How can we continue this way? How we lack of knowledge? We've seen the truth and the reality we need to do, we are not doing it. Then we are facing things that are really, one, corruption has made a big disease. And corruption, not only a disease, is dangerous than war. Some of us, we are afraid of war.
Yeah.
If corruption is not stopped, people are saying no war will come. Let me tell you an example. What will bring fight in the family between husband and wife? If a wife leave her house today and go out and sleep out, and the husband leave tonight and leave, one day that house is going to scatter. And the same thing is happening in our continent. An example like Sierra Leone. Nigeria is happening there. Tribalism. My tribe is better than your tribe. My name is better. All this, why can't we put our brain
We all
together?
blacks, yes.
Why can't we put our brain together and make our country one nation? Why did you think the Westerns are better than us? No, I don't agree with it. God give us the ability. He give us the power, the wisdom, the knowledge.
Thank you, Apostle.
Let's have the fear of God and treat each other fairly. Forget about I'm Mende, I'm Tibini, I'm Kono. I'm not Kono, I'm a Sierra Leonean. And I'm a black man. And I'm proud of my culture.
Thank you so
and I'm proud of being the black.
Yes.
And that is the nation we're going to be. A nation of West Africa, a nation of Africa that we need to unite, a nation that is full of love between every tribe. I have no problem. I mix with Nigerians. I have friends with Nigerians. I have friends with other nationalities. Not because I'm a man of God, I love war. But one thing is going to happen. If we don't build that, let me tell you, we are preparing war. And that war cannot be stopped by America. They will be laughing at us. Britain will be laughing at us.
Yes.
We need to stop it now.
It needs to stop indeed. It needs to stop indeed. While we are at it, Apostle, thank you so much. I want to ask this question. What will it cost to have a steady and stable power in Africa? That comes to, it's coming to all of you. I want to find out, what will it cost to have a stable and steady energy or power in Africa? Apostle, I can lobby to answer that one.
Yes. I want to say something to that.
Statement, please.
Okay, Apostle, if Ambassador is not,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you very
Okay.
Oh, you can't hear me very
If
well.
you want to have a stable power.
I'll say that, yeah. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
I will leave my elder brother to go.
It will cost nothing to create power in the country, because there are so many investors, foreign companies, that will bring in all their expertise to create power in the country. And it's a business for them. They bring all their expatriates, they come and establish in Nigeria, as for example, or in Sierra Leone, to establish power there in each area. But it will take a good leader to do that.
Okay.
It will take a good leader to do that. Like my brother Sierra Leone, the next president in Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone, by the grace of God, sir. Thank you.
This is exactly what my principal, the president candidate, is planning to do. He have already negotiated with the power supplier in the Western world to bring them into the country to start to light up Nigeria. Okay? And I also want you to do the same. You don't need to spend your money. They will come and spend their money and put the power down, yeah? And they will be collecting the money. Your country will be booming. Each country will be booming. People will be coming into Nigeria into the country for businesses. You understand what I'm saying? So this is exactly what is going to be. It doesn't cost government any funding. All the money that they have been saying they are putting in power is a fraud. Thank you.
Ambassador Akinlabi, what do you say?
First and foremost, we need to bring investors. That's number one. For God so good in Nigeria, they have privatized energy sector. The investor will now come down. They take over. By how? Have 3 or 4 areas to supply electricity. As I mentioned before, we have places for geothermal. We have places to generate electricity through hydro. These investors, if they come, they would not like to lose their money. One, we have problem of distribution, generating of the energy. And then distribution again. They need to meet the consumers. They will face consumers. So if the Nigeria government, as I'm praying that our president, incoming president, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is coming, according to his policies, he will first of all remove the House of Government there. He will now free. Yes, that is where corruption comes. As I told you, somebody that is a lawyer, barrister, you put him in a minister of power. What is he going to do there? It's to embezzle money. So what we need, 5 types of energy that we have in Nigeria, which I believe it will work. Geothermal, they will dig 1,000 hole down. The heat that is coming there will give us energy. Turbine has a place where they will be rolling, and then 500 rollers is underground. Likewise, hydro. If the dam come down, we can switch to solar energy. From solar energy, solar is not consuming any energy again. We can switch to wind turbines. So that's America sustain their electricity. This is what Atiku has. But one thing is that before we can achieve this goal, a minister of energy must know right and left on power sector, not somebody that is not knows anything about energy.
Apostle?
Thank you very much. Yeah, well, to add to what my elder brothers have said, one thing is very important in any society. No matter we can say, not because the white people here in Europe, they are perfect, but they don't go to church, they don't go to mosque. But anywhere they put someone in that office, it does its job rightly. Righteousness is one of the things that we have failed in Africa.
Yeah.
I can remember after the war, I was in Germany. I met with one millionaire, was working in his company. The man liked me, hard working. Then I spoke to him. I came to his office. I said, sir, I have a problem. I said, after the war, something happened. My country is destabilized. I need your help. Support me. He said, what can we do? I said, I have cocoa, I have coffee and gold and so on. Then it's put up my mind to do gold, to coffee, cacao, and to bring. Instantly begin to set up a system. We have 2 companies in Germany that want to supply. We can supply them cacao and coffee so that they will be making butter and other stuff. And even that man did not know where I came from. I was in Germany. He went and bought a house for me. He went to bank and take money under his name and pay the house for me. And he gave me 100,000 euro. I took that 100,000 euro to go to Sierra Leone to go and begin to do the process of cacao and coffee. At the end of the day, I want to bring a company down there so we can make butter and so on. We do it there and then we send it to Europe. My sister, in this training, I took the money, I went, and I spoke with my people from Kailan, Kenema, Kono, and other places. They said the cocoa is there. I went there, changed the money to Lyons. A lot of miners came and then took the money, 1 jeep full, and trucks are there already arranged with container ship to bring the cacao. Where is the cacao? It's not to be found. Where is the cocoa? Not to be found. And they say, give us the money later when you go. I said, let me tell you, I took my phone from there. I called the man. I said, I'm sorry, sir. I disappointed you. It's not me, but my people failed me. But I'm not going to leave your money. I'm going to change your money now. I went to the bank. I put the money. I drive back to Freetown. I changed the money. I lost 5,000, but was better. I took the money. I sent the money back to the man. One thing I want to say, because of incredible people in our society, trustworthiness, this is what has failed us. Someone will come and take your money and give somebody, and the person will claim. Instantly, we try to go to voodoo people to kill you or to destroy you so that he will take over. Everyone is here to invest. That is the problem. We don't have constant life. The government need to be the man. That is why the head, the Bible says, what can the righteous do? If let me tell you, if the foundation of the head is destroyed, if the father is corrupt, the mother will be corrupt, the children will be corrupt. I can tell you this. So that is why we need leaders who are really seeking the interest of their people, love their people with their heart, not money. But corruption has killed our continent. And this is why some of us who are sitting, I'm afraid dead. If we don't confront them, they are children of the devil. If we don't confront them, I can tell you, it is going to be hell. Even when we are in Europe, we are dying. You die silently. I prefer to die in the battlefield than I die in the
Well,
house.
thank you so much, Apostle. Let's go to the short break. Let's go to the short break. As we've been continuing with the discussion, we now have to go to a short break, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
In the 21st century's technological advancement, we all seek opportunities to move and network with the emerging space. Introducing Clevenard blog and event posting. Do you think you have some interesting materials, good content, articles, and stories? Then feel free to publish them on Clevenard blog and events page, just as team of our writers are doing presently. By blogging on Clevenard's blogs and events, you benefit from our reach and network. There are constant stream of people visiting our social platform, and we have figured out just how to distribute our contents. This means you can basically skip the line and get access to a big audience from day one. Furthermore, we can help you get in touch with important people for projects with possibilities of translating your content into other languages and republishing them on Clevenard. This helps preserve and protect your content from getting lost. What's more, you also get to be part of our team with access to our network and lots of exclusives, behind-the-scenes information. And of course, you get full credit for everything you do, which brings you popularity and make extra income. Sign up now on Clevenard.com and start blogging to your advantage. Please see the tutorial video on how to blog or post events on Clevenard blogs and events. For more information, contact info@clevenard.com +34 631 279811. Website www.clevenard.com. Clevenard, your blogs, your identity.
Welcome back. You're still with me, Bongi Tletnes, on Afro politics discussion with these men here who are ambassadors and apostle. We are still with you, Ambassador Akin Lavi and Ambassador Odion, and you, Apostle Mbawa. Can you please just get this one again? I'm here and we are back from the break. I want to ask you, how do you fix the crisis of the energy in your countries individually?
Okay.
For example, straight to the point. Put the righteous people in the office, credible people, people that are capable, who know their job. And I'm not going to go on tribalism because my tribe brother, but he's not competent. I put him there. I want to put people who know about energy, who can take things and who are very disciplined and put things correct. Right people in the office. Thank you.
Okay. Ambassador Edion?
Yeah, thank you very much. It's so easy. It's so easy. If we have a good leader, like my presidential candidate, who is going to emerge as the president of Nigeria next year, Barrister Prince Adewale Adebayo, like what he has been doing, he has been working towards that to fix the crisis of the electricity. They have already put the machinery together to get people at work. So it's just waiting for the day for him to be sworn in, and obviously the crisis of electricity will stop. I can assure you that. Thank you.
Ambassador Akin Labi?
Thank you. First of all, we need to, according to my presidential candidate, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, which has already get it down for plan 2023. First and foremost, he said we should have the monitor, we have to monitor the distribution companies to customers, because most of these distribution companies did not know how their customers are feeling. They don't know whether they get light or not. That's number one. Number two, distribution company should be restructured. Distribution company needs to be restructured. Why You see it because many consumers, which their customers are feeling bad, but they don't know. So they need to restructure that distribution company. Thirdly, for example, distribution company did not know how the consumers are feeling in their own area. And then per person, they must know how many megawatts for each person. I can testify to it when I was in South Africa. Each person has to use 1 megawatt or 2 megawatts. They're supposed to know. That's third one, to ensure maximum distribution of power generated to the country. Despite the fact that we are going to use mini grid now. So mini grid will let every problem be resolved. For example, in my local government, we have where we can generate down. We have our own megawatts. We will control it ourselves. So that is the only area that we can resolve the problem of the energy. Thank you.
And then now for the whole Africa, what is the solution for the electricity problem?
Come together to have good investors, international investors. For example, now, Libra Capital have stood up in Morocco. They are coming with Sukuk emissions fund. That is climate change. So they need to invest their money and get their money back. So they will be monitor it. One, the landowner will benefit, the local government will benefit, the state will benefit, and federal government will benefit because they have to get license from distribution company. It has to sign MOU to transmission company of that country. At the same time, they have to have memorandum of understanding in distribution company. That's all.
In this one, Ambassador spoke something very important a minute ago. As Africa, we have OAU, we have ECOWAS, where we have all these things for. If Nigeria is superpower in Africa, with power of money and everything, with brave men, if Ghana is powerful, let's put Sierra Leone there. It's a small country. All these powerful nations, you can sit down and build, like now, where everybody is hoping on Russia in Europe here to like powerful electricity or gas or whatever. Yeah, why can 1 millionaire, the African ECOWAS, don't go and meet that millionaire? We want you to put in West Africa, the out of, whether it's Sierra Leone or Liberia or Ghana or Gambia or Nigeria, they put a big powerhouse that will supply the entire region. Then we can put credible government in place, and those governments in place, we have to collect the money from them. My doctor said before, I don't need to have money. I have to use my brain. Talk to the millionaires, but make sure protect the interests of the investors. But we have corrupt leaders, so we cannot protect the interests of the people that are coming to invest their money. So that's why everybody is afraid to invest. But if we have credible government in place, I believe they can make sure that electricity will be everywhere in the entire Africa. As we see in every village, in Poland, in Eastern Europe here, everywhere is rich. Hospital is work, everything, light is everywhere. Why in our main cities, light will come the next 5 hours, they have to put generator on? Why this is continuing? Why are we not changing our mindset up? This is the problem that sometimes I feel frustrated within myself. I say, sometimes my friends, when I'm discussing, they say, well, I'm frustrated because I am so tired and we are seeing the truth, but we don't want to follow. And we, especially many of us in Europe, we argue too much. We know the reality, but we argue because we are from this tribe. Our tribal brother is in power. They are corrupt and they are feeding the country. Enough is enough. Some of you out there that you think your tribe brother, the country belongs to them. It's not going to happen again. For my country, Sierra Leone, we have seen it. And it's never going to happen. It's not going to be easy. But let me tell all of you, Sierra Leone is not going to be a pocket of APC or SLPP no more. It's going to be a pocket for Sierra Leoneans. Every Sierra Leonean will be included. And every citizen of that nation, you like it or not, you try it. God is going to struck you down because it's going to be a real change, 2023, by the grace of God.
Thank you. Ambassador Odiani?
Yeah, ECOWAS is a part of the problem we are having because because they don't lead well. They don't also have good leaders. They're supposed to be involved in all this power failure, all the things that are going wrong in Africa. Do you understand? So, like my brother said, we bring all those powerful countries together. Nigeria is a powerful country. Let them select some meaningful personalities. Let them come together and discuss why are we this? Why are we going down? Then from there they should find solution of how they can bring power in their various countries. Because without electricity power, nothing goes well. The country will not work at all. It will not work because everything in life is about power. Do you understand?
Yes.
So the ECOWAS community, they need to intervene into this system, and that is what I have to say. Their intervention is needed. Thank you.
So now, thank you so much, Apostle, Ambassador. I'm saying Apostle, I just spoke with Apostle now. So yeah, what I'm hearing from you, it's so positive. I'm hearing positivity, and I hope this positivity can get through to the right people and our superiors, and also even you, especially you, Apostle, as you're going to be standing next year. I'm just hoping that all goes well with you and whatever.
Thank you.
And even you, Ambassador Odian, I know you are part of a certain party, but then the question is now that is coming. The last question that I have for you is that what is the plan from our parties, our different parties, in terms of generation of electricity or power?
Say that again. Come again.
I'm saying in terms of your parties, your different parties, the political parties, yes, different parties that are in your countries or even generally in Africa. What is their plan in terms of the generation of the electricity or power? Do they have any policy or mandate or a plan in terms of or regarding the power and electricity?
Okay. You see, I'm going to talk about my political party. I don't know about other ones. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
My presidential candidates, the president of Barrister Prince Adewale Adebayo, has a.
We've lost him right there.
Great plan.
Okay.
Hello?
Let me move to. Oh,
Sorry?
okay. No, you are back. Continue, please, Ambassador Dion.
Yeah. The power. My presidential candidate Adewale has a great interest in power. In fact, that's his first priority because he knows that without power, he cannot actually rule the country. So, like I said earlier, he have made provision for that. He have made provision to bring in Western power supplier into the country Nigeria to provide light for us, for the country.
Thank you so much, Pastor.
And I believe that he will do that and everything will go at 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you so much, Ambassador Dion. Ambassador Akinlabi, what do you have on that? Like with the parties that we have, current parties that we have, what is their plan or policy?
Yeah, Baka has been done it, and he will continue to do it. What he has a plan is that, first of foremost, he has plan for renewable energy. Integration, complete development of 14 plants. New
there is something behind. We're hearing people talking and they are disturbing the community. Yes.
Okay. That's so yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that
I think I pressed.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Capital allocation for the transmission companies. That is, we call it TCA, including an analysis, its budget, because performances of a distribution company is too low. So it's going to increase the budget on it. Thirdly, he has plan for renewable energy, as I said, because the next item for us in 2023, in which I believe that will become our president in 2023, is going to boost the revenue collection to support DISCO, distribution company. Because distribution company has what it takes to do good to their consumers and customers. So in this area, TCN, DISCO, and distribution company, we have to monitor them. Because monitoring is what is calling setback.
Oh, we are losing him. Apostle, what can you say while he's now?
Yes,
Causing.
thank you very much. What I want to add to.
Is he back?
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, yes, continue, Ambassador Akin Labi. You can continue.
So what I'm trying to say is that
He's freezing again. It's freezing again. Okay, Apostle, continue.
Yeah, what I want to say here, as the next president to be, this is my plan. Every step of decision making by the special grace of God. I take example from our late president from Tanzania, a very credible man for the 21st century. I have respect for him. He's one of the presidents that have desire in my heart. Even though he ruled for 5 years, God took him. He so rest in peace. Mm-hmm. His principle was every ministerial department. I don't sit in the office and watch my ministers messing my country. What I do, I follow up. Mm-hmm. Every area I will go there. If I give you £5, that money where it goes, I have to find out. I have to make sure you put in the right place. And if you mess up, I will lock you up. Because my party is very important. The integrity of my party is going to be number one in West Africa, in Sierra Leone. Nobody mess with it. Because I'm not going there to mess with the people, and don't mess with it. So that is why electricity, I with myself will make sure I will follow up, and I will make sure I will see, monitor every step until everything comes in the right position. Wow. We don't have system. The system, if it's in place, I don't need to sit in the office. The system will operate. But because we bulldoze the system, it belongs to one president, one man there who we just call everything's box up. No, if you mess up, you're locked up the next hour. Okay. That is how.
Thank you, Apostle. Okay, we can continue, Ambassador. You can continue.
Thank you very much. If somebody called me from America, want to enter the television station, what Atiku has is to restructure the distribution company to allow the retailers to be part of the monitoring. Because let me tell you what is causing the problem of energy in Nigeria and Africa. One, you grab the land to make your solar energy work. You bought the land, but instead of buying the land or let the land, government will say they want to use this land. Before you know, the landowner will be pursuing all the people that are working there, kidnapping them, threatening them. But this area, Atiku is going to do his own solar energy or any energy in Nigeria. One, the landowner will be part of it. Local government will be part of it. State government will be part of it. We will now do landowner agreement that whatever we do here, there's a percentage for you, there's a percentage for state, there's a percentage for federal government. Before you know, they will all monitor what is going on the land. They will never want to lose. That is the problem we are having in Africa. Because they are taking authority to say that I'm going to use Okiogu for solar energy now. Forgetting that in that land, they have cocoa, they have cola nut, they squeeze everything away without giving them anything. And what they want to give them, they will give them token amount. Atiku is going to call everybody together to be part of the system. Even 80% of their children will be working on that company. So before you know, everything will be okay. So I want African leaders as my president, incoming president of Sierra Leone. I can work with you. There's a place we are going to talk. I will bring investment international investor to you because this money is there for them. They are going to use Sukuk emissions fund.
That would be positive. That would be great.
No, collateral, what they call it. No, nothing like that. They want to invest and get their money. So the only solution is to let everybody have input. They must be part.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ambassador. This is so positive. I'm just hearing positivity, and we are so honored as Clevenard TV in diaspora and Afro political panel, as we discussed with you here. We are so grateful to be having you honorables here, and we are also honored indeed. I think as I'm listening to you, I hope everything go well with you and whatever it is that you need to happen in your countries, even the whole Africa, because we are Africans, and from your mouths to the Africans, I believe that they are also positive where they are watching this. Thank you so much, and we will be right back, and we'll see everybody very soon as Clevenard TV in diaspora. We'll still have discussions like this because we want to change Africa, and we can only change Africa through discussions like this. But from me, Bongi Gladness, it's a goodbye for now from Clevenard TV diaspora. Thank you so much.